You wanted the best. You've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Folks, Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are ladies the mix official. Welcome to the big show. As always, the Chris Voss Show is a family that loves you. Doesn't us just partially as the rest of the world, because we know you're here trying to be awesome. Kick butt, take names, all that sort of good stuff, and you gotta love it. Today we have an amazing young man on the show. Jimmy Mulzet joins us on the show today. We're going to talk to him about his book, Jimmy's Big Dream, the story of never giving up, out on hardcover on June 12th, 2025. We're going to get into it with him, find out some of his interests and why he wrote the book. He was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at 6 months of age, was never expected to walk. Not only was he able to walk, but his path led him many of directions. Recently retired after 39 years working for the City University of New York, he's a devout Catholic who intends to use his faith as his guide to achieve more in life. Welcome to the show, Jimmy. How are you?
Thank you. I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good. That's awesome, my friend.
And I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you as well. Give us your .coms, any websites you would like to have people look you up on the interwebs.
Well, my website is www.jimmymulzet.com. That's my new website. You could look at the website and you could learn everything about me.
Yep. And there you go. They can check that all out on the website. So give us a 30,000 overview of what's inside your new book.
Well, the reason I wrote this book is to help kids to understand about cerebral palsy that I have, and not to give up on their dream, whatever they want to do, not to give up, to keep on going. It might be a little hard, it might be a little difficult, but if you want to achieve your goal, you have to keep going and trying and try and try and try again.
Always try and try again.
Right.
There you go. So would you say this is is this a story of your life?
This is the story of my life. I did wrote a book about my life when I was growing up with cerebral palsy. I couldn't do anything. I was in a wheelchair, crutches and braces. And my mother and father took me to doctors and examination and everything. Now, at that time, in 1957, I was born. And later on, the doctors really didn't know what happened. And they really couldn't treat it properly. So with the help of God, I'm Catholic. I'm Catholic. My father and mother believe in God, and I believe in God. And we pray a lot and for me to get better. And all of a sudden, day after day, when I was in the hospital, I started getting better and better. And all the doctors and everybody was amazed how good I was doing.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
Because the doctor thought that I would not be able to do anything. I probably have to be put in a home or in an institute. But I showed everybody that I could do everything. I could do anything that I put my mind to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's amazing. How soon did you start working your way to get out of the wheelchair and improve your health enough to where you could start operating on your own? Was that journey and what took place there?
Well, you see, my father Frank was a big believer, and he said that I am going to help my son to walk,
Mm.
and I don't want to see him in a wheelchair or can't do anything. So what my father did, he bought in the apartment where we lived in, he bought a ramp, like a wooden ramp, and he made a ramp, oh, I could walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we did a lot of exercise, and my mother helped me, and my brother helped me. And after a while, when we keep on doing it every time, I start getting stronger and stronger, and miracles happen. I just got better.
Mm. There you go. Got better with time. There you go. So, what was it like going for you? What were some of the challenges you run into? Maybe you address some of these in the book to help others.
Well, you see, the reason first of all, I'm going to tell everybody that I did not like a way that I was not able to do anything. It seemed like that I was trapped in my body and I couldn't even move. So one day, my father and my brother and my mother decided, well, we're not gonna keep him that way. We're gonna try to get him out and try to make him to be a young man.
Mm.
So with my parents' help, my mother and father, that God sent me wonderful parents, they really took an interest in getting me out of the wheelchair and start walking on my own.
Ah, there you go. Well, and that's wonderful that you guys you were able to achieve that. So, what made you want to write this book particularly? What do you hope readers who read it come away with?
The reason I wrote the book, because I want people to know that if you try to do the thing that you want to do and not to give up,
Hmm.
and not to give up on what you dreamed and everything. And sometimes it will work out, and sometimes it won't work out. But you got to keep on trying. You
You got
can't
to
stop.
keep on trying,
You can't
right?
stop. Yep, you got to keep going now. Like me, I'm okay. I'm all right now. Okay, I'm better. I'm more stronger. I can live on my own. Before I have a job, I worked for the City University of New York.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for 39 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm retired. I retired 5 years ago. My parents, my mother and father, and my brother, they all went up to the Lord. They all died.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to add a reason I wrote this book is because I want to educate other people to try to do the thing that I have done.
Mm.
And like I said, it's going to be hard at the beginning, but don't give up.
Mm. And how did you approach balancing the emotional struggles that Jimmy faces in the book, the character, with the positive, uplifting messages of perseverance?
Well, what I have done with the book, first of all, I sat there and I say to myself, well, what do I want to say to the young adults,
Mhm.
to everybody that have cerebral palsy or don't have a cerebral palsy? And I just wanted to say that, see, I want to do this. I didn't want to be a burden to anybody. I don't want anybody to feel bad, to feel that they need to help me. I want to help myself. I don't need anybody to take care of me. I just want to keep going for the gold.
Going for the gold. There you go. And so you use the story of Jimmy in the book, who's a lot like you. Does he also have cerebral palsy?
Yes, yes, you do. In this book, in one in this book, I want to tell you, I did the New York, the New York City Marathon in New
Oh,
York
wow.
City,
Oh, wow.
and I walked 26.2 miles from Staten Island to Central Park with my coaches.
Oh, wow.
And I really enjoyed it, and I never gave up. I want to keep on going and going.
Uh huh.
And going, I always wanted to try to see if I could do something else. And I did.
Uh huh.
So I really enjoyed it. And I've been on my feet for about 8 hours on my feet.
Oh, wow.
I can't run. I tried to run, but I can't. So I walked all the way, and then from Central Park, after the race was over, I walked home again. So and I liked it so much that I did it 8 times in a row. I did the New York City Marathon
Hmm. Way to go, man. I haven't even done
eight
it
times,
once. You're kicking ass and
and
take.
then after that,
Mhm.
I just kept on going, and I wanted to do the different kind of challenges and everything to build my muscle, to my strength up, and I didn't want to sit down, you know. Um, I just want to keep on going,
There you go. And you're
and
doing such a great job of it, too. Let me
that
ask you this. I notice in your website, is this a picture of you? It's a cover of your book facing the challenge, beating the odds, the Jimmy Mulzet story.
yeah,
It looks like there's a picture of you with the Pope. Is that the Pope I see there?
yeah. In 1993. I had Cardinal O'Connor, John O'Connor. He was the Archbishop of New York. That I really wanted to go and see the Pope and tell my story to the Pope, and for good reason, it's a miracle that it happened.
Wow.
So I went to World Youth Day in 1993 out in Denver, Colorado, and I talked in front of 250,000 people on
Wow.
the stage. And after I did that, the Pope loved it so much. He told me to come up to him, and me and him in praise, and we hugged together. Now, like
Oh.
you see the picture in the back of me,
Mm-hmm.
I have a picture of me and the Pope on the cover of the book, with my coach doing the marathon and everything, and I'm very happy. Now, the Pope name was John Paul II that I met. And of course, he not living anymore. He died, so he became a saint. So Saint John Paul II. So he is my saint now because I hugged him and everything, and I'm very happy.
Well, that is awesome, man. Most people never get a chance to meet the Pope.
I know.
There's a lot of people I know that are Catholics, and they revere the Pope, and they would love to meet the Pope. So that's what a great story, man. And I guess you wrote that other book that's a story of your life as well. Is that correct?
Well, the fight book, Faith into Challenge and Beating the Odds, that is like my autobiography book because I want to tell everything about me. And then I decided I wanted to do a children's book, the children's book for little children and everything, or they could understand the difficult that I went through with my life to not to give up.
No give up. What a great message to share with people and children alike. Do you think children need more help in being inspired and having a good example placed before them? Do they need more of that?
Yet I do. I really think young children should have more support. The family, the mother and the father should support them and encourage them to keep going. And they are nothing. They're nothing impossible. If you want to do something, you got your mind going. You say you're going to do something. Go ahead and do it.
There you go. We go ahead and do it. There you go. Now, in the book, Jimmy has a dog that plays an important role in the story. Tell us about that.
Okay, well, when I was young, I had a dog named Princess. And she was a wonderful dog. I liked the dog so much and everything. And I decide now when I wrote this book to put the dog into it.
Ah.
That me and the dog running together and playing around together. And it will be good for little kids to see a dog. Everybody likes to see a dog.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I did.
There you go. I like that. And so is the dog in the book kind of the same dog you had in real life?
Well, the dog that I have in the book, it's a little different than my other dog because my dog was a Dalmatian dog, a white and with black spots on it. But in this book, I made it. It's the same dog, but it's a different color.
There you go. And dogs are so wonderful. Did dogs really help inspire you and uplift your spirits and give you some unconditional love when you were growing up and kind of help you on your journey to achieve some things that you did in your life?
Well, I tell you, having a dog in your apartment is a good thing because a dog will give you love and the dog will help you along and it just make you have a good feeling that you have an animal in the house.
Oh yeah. I love my dogs, that's for sure.
Everybody loves dogs and everything. I did too.
Yeah, I do love my puppies. So there you go.
Yeah.
Was it hard to write a book, a children's book for children? Were there any challenges you run into where you're writing a story that carries the strong motivational theme that it does?
Well, you see, when I Well, when I voted, I had I'm not that good I'm not that good with the typewriter. So one of my friends came over to my apartment now before, and he typed everything out for me.
Really? Lovely.
What happened is, I'm going to tell you that the most important thing is my story, but I really didn't sit down and, write it like, like a normal person do. What I do, I could memorize. I memorize everything that I've been through in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And having memory, many people say to myself, how could you remember everything that you've been through? Well, of course, I remember some of the things, but some of the things I gotta ask my father and my mother what happened to me, and then that's how I done it.
Okay, there you go. There you go. So, in the end, what do you hope children and parents take away from Jimmy's story about dreams, resilience, never giving up, et cetera, et cetera?
Well, what I want people to take away from this book is nothing is impossible. If you really want to do something, and you really want to do something real badly, you try it. Um, like I said in the beginning, it probably will be difficult doing it, but if you really want it bad enough, you got to keep going for it
Got to keep going for it.
and not to give up.
Don't give up. That's really important, I think, because if you give up and you quit, then
Then,
you might be just short of your goal and you had no idea. You were right there,
right,
right up against it.
you think you gotta. I tell you something. You gotta keep your body moving. You can't, you just can't sit down and watch TV every day, and
Mm-hmm.
you just got to keep everything going. Because if you sit down and you watch TV or you say, oh, I don't want to do anything or whatever, then your body is just going to get worse and worse, and the bones are not going to work properly.
Oh.
You got to keep everything going.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you gotta do that. That's for definition. So there you go. There you go. The what other things maybe we missed, maybe that are in the book that we should ask you about?
Well, what I um, mostly what in the book is what I told everybody. Um, now, for example, what I like to do, if it's all right,
Mm-hmm.
is to tell people that this book and my other book, Faith in the Challenge, Faith in the Art, is on Amazon and on Barnes and Noble. And I would appreciate it if you will look at it, look at my website, buy the book, and learn more about me.
Uh-huh.
And I would like I would like to be I would like to become a role model for people and a good example. And I like to support people in their lives to keep going.
Hmm. Well, that's important. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I think it is. I really think it's a good idea. It's a good idea to keep talking to kids and grown up about these things, because listen, in the world, the world that we're living in now, it got to get better. I
Yeah.
mean, we gotta have people more motivated and just keep a good life. Keep a good
Hmm.
life. Don't
Yeah.
do anything bad. Don't do anything bad. Just keep a good life.
Don't do anything bad. How important that is. That is. So there you go. The let's see. So I love your message of hope. I mean, what else do you do? Do you do any speaking or consulting or teaching others? Maybe you go to hospitals or anything like that. Do
Well,
you do
no,
any of that?
no, I really don't. I really don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because God, nobody invited me to come yet to
Well, hopefully they
speak.
do after they hear this.
Um, I mean, I'd be happy to go someplace if they want me to and speak and everything. I'd be willing to do it. Um, like I said, um, I like speaking. I like to help people, um, inspire people, and Mike. I just also want to tell you, when I got this book finished, um, the publishers that did the book, it read it Magnum. They did everything. I mean, they put the book together and everything else for me. I
Mm-hmm.
go, I did my book. I wrote it. Nobody else wrote it,
Mm-hmm.
and I did everything on my own. And I'm happy that I did it. Listen,
Yeah.
I wanna, I want to help people because like I say, I believe in God. I got a strong feeling of God, and He helped me. And meaning that God helped me, I want to give things back. I want to help other people.
Mm. Well, that's a worthy goal. That's a wonderful goal. There you go. What a lovely goal to take and have for yourself, man. And it's great that you're sharing this. You're inspiring other people. People can easily get frustrated and we can all get lost in, sometimes the challenges that we have in life. And instead of letting life get you down, you've definitely fought back. You've done the marathons. I mean, I've never even done a marathon.
Well,
You're kicking ass and taking names in my book.
I tell you, I just want to tell you that I always wanted to tell. I did the marathon 8 times.
Yeah.
Then I wanted another challenge after the marathon.
After
I
the marathon.
wanted, I wanted to do the. I walked up the Rockefeller Center staircase for MS, and
Oh wow.
I raised money for them, and I did that 5 times in a row.
Wow.
But I never stopped. After that, I wanted to do something else. So what I did is I we had the New York City Marathon had a race um, running up the Empire State Building. Now,
Mhm.
of course, I can't run, and they didn't put me in the front of the people because they might knock me down and stuff. So after everybody ran up, then I walked up the steps,
Oh wow.
and I walked up 86 steps, 86 flights. And I did everything. I did everything that I wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Good for you. That is awesome,
And
man.
now I go to church every Sunday. I help out and I volunteer in church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Eucharist minister.
Oh, wow.
I give out communion with the priest or a convocation. I pick up the collection. I even when in 1989, I even did a reading down at St. Patrick Cathedral in New York City on Christmas Eve night. And I never wanted to stop. I mean, even my poor father, he say one thing and I say something else. I never listened to anybody. I got a mind of my own and I wanted to do it.
Well, there you go. Isn't that awesome? Wonderful stuff there. So as we go out, give people a final pitch to pick up your book, wherever fine books are sold, and your .coms, so we can share.
Well, you go pick up my book, like I said, on the website, with Barnes and Noble and Amazon. And my website is www.jimmymulzetstory.com. And when you do that, you can see everything about me. You can read everything about, cerebral palsy, about me and what I'm doing. And there is videos on the bottom of the website. There are a lot of videos about me and everything. And the interview that I did with Regis Magnum and everything. So I'm all out there. I'm even on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, so you can see, you could fill in on Facebook. So I'm everywhere. I'm all over the internet.
Well, it's good to be all over the internet, I suppose. People can see you. So there you are. All right, then. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show, Jimmy. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Jimmy. And it's been inspiring to have you as well. Order up Jimmy's book. It's Jimmy's Big Dream, The Story of Never Giving Up. And what a great story. Buy one and read it to your children to help inspire them as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, Chris Voss 1 on the TikTokity and all those crazy places on the internet. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you next.
You've been listening to the most amazing, intelligent podcast ever made to improve your brain and your life. Warning, consuming too much of the Chris Voss Show podcast can lead to people thinking you're smarter, younger, and irresistible sexy. Consume in regularly moderated amounts. Consult a doctor for any resulting brain bleed.